I have to darn this time getting all this stuff ready. All right. Who we got in the house? Who's number one today?
All right. Who we got in the house? Who's number one?
Poochie, what up? Poochie on time. Sister Gardner on time. What's up? Let me get my studio set up. I don't know why I had the hardest time getting on here and setting this up. I know I'm supposed to get started at 7, and it always takes me so long to do nothing. 5:55, 6:55, I started this. I'm gonna make sure. Can you guys hear me?
5:55.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you can because I can hear myself on the thing. All right, let me see. I gotta adjust this thing. I don't like my ceiling showing. WRJ, what's happening? Julie Altman, how you doing? Yeah, that'll work. God first, what's happening? CT 251 6BY. What's up? Okay, y'all hear me. All right. You know the rules. We'll give it about 3 more minutes and then we'll jump into this. I'm going to tell you guys 4 stories today and they are going to be hilarious. I was in there shaving my face and doing my head. I got to get ready for my premiere. If we have any new subscribers that are in here for the first time, please announce yourselves. We got 18 people in here and only 4 likes. Come on, we know the rules. Let's hit those likes, that like button. All right, we got 2.5 minutes left before we begin. Rhonda Praylow, what's going on? Hey, Steve, you better see me in here. I see you in there. Hey, you know what's funny? Relentless, what's happening? Okay, Relentless. Okay, new sub. I like your YouTube name. It scares me a little bit, but we'll deal with it. Rhonda, I see you. Let me tell y'all something. When I get to go in these stories, Memphis in the house, Tanisha Strong, what's happening? Kim Davis, what up? When I start doing these stories, right? I don't even look unless I see something pop up. I'm so into these stories when I'm doing them. I don't even look over there. I'm going to try to do better with my engagement, though. We got 1.5 minutes before we get started. Hey, y'all see that video? Y'all seen the new? Well, I mean, y'all in here, y'all probably seen the video I did about the girl that's missing in Alabama. The one that stopped when she saw that baby on the road, on the highway. That's some sad stuff, man. It is. Why would a baby be on the highway? That right there smells like a setup. It smells like a setup. Why would a baby, a toddler, so that means the baby's between what? 1 and 3? Why would that be on the side of a highway by itself? If that don't sound like it's planted, I mean, I don't think the person was looking for her specifically. They was just looking for any woman, period. You know what I'm saying? Like Trista Gardner said, they had the baby out there because they know it probably would attract the woman to stop because of the maternal instincts. I believe that. I mean, and like you say, Rhonda, they put the baby out there. I think they put the baby out there, but they was close by. I don't see how anybody has enough nerve to do that. You put the baby over there, not knowing that the baby gonna run out there in the street. That's strange. I don't know how the roads are out there, but that's crazy. That's crazy. That story hit me because I was on my way to Louisiana last night for an emergency. That's why I wasn't on here. I had an emergency I had to take care of. And I know I promised some of you guys I was going to do it, but sometimes things come up and I have to put this to the side. So I do apologize. But I'm here now. All right, y'all ready for these stories or what? How many people we got in here? 35, 16 likes. That works for me. All right. The first story I'm going to tell y'all It's called Dance Fever. This happened. I'm very good with dates. So don't think I'm like some guy that just quotes dates and then I tell a story. This was around 1997. I was in Camden, New Jersey, where I was living, where I was born and raised. And I worked at this company in Blackwood, New Jersey called Red Line Insulation. And it was a rough job. It was a fun job, but it was a rough job where we laid insulation in newly built framed houses. I don't know if anybody out here listening to me has done that work before. It's brutal. You got to wear long sleeves in the summertime, sweatshirts, mainly hoodies. That insulation, when you tear it out, it'd be flying all over like angel hair or whatever the hell it is. It get on your skin. When you go to wash yourself, it dig in your skin. It's a mess. And it causes cancer. So, I mean, I did it for 8 months. That was enough for me. Yeah, make you itch. Power play, that's right. I'm at this job. So I don't know anything about doing this type of work. I'm still trying to find a career for myself after I got out of the military. I take this job. It pays good money. They said, oh, it pays piecework. I don't know what piecework is. I'm like, oh, okay. They said, you get paid for every piece you do. I'm like, oh, I'm young. That means I'll make a killing here. I get in there, and boy, was I wrong. It's hard to do. But anyway, it's not about that job. It's about the people at that job that this story is about. When I'm at the job, it's a guy named Bobby. And he's with he's with a white guy. I forgot the white guy's name. They were good guys, man. They were my trainers. So Bobby was like his friend in and out of work. But like, you know, Bobby was Pakistani. And he had the accent and everything. He was in America for like 5 years before he took this job. This guy, ladies and gentlemen, was one of the hardest, fastest workers I've ever seen. And he made it look effortless. In America, we are spoiled. We are. When we grow up and we've always been here, we don't see the beauty of our own country. A lot of time, Carolina, was happening. Till other people come that are looking on the outside of the glass at how good we got it, begging for a chance to come in here. And when they do come in here, they give it 100%. That's one of the reasons why on my channel, I'm very critical about silly stuff. We're blessed. No matter what color you are, we're blessed to be here. But anyway, they're my trainers. The white dude is my trainer. I can't remember his name. The white dude is my trainer. Bobby is like his partner. But he thinks it's funny when Bobby curses and that crazy. So I get there. He tells me what to do, and then Bobby co-signs it and talks trash. Now me, I'm like, okay, you my trainer. This guy right here has seniority over me. I'll laugh it off and be quiet. But really, I'm like, yo, this dude about to get a shit bust. You don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Men can't take too many men talking to them crazy when they're doing what they say. You know, like when we know you antagonizing, that's when you get your head knocked in. So anyway, right? We get there, right? And I'm working there 3-4 months. After a while, the dude, Bobby, starts to get cool. I'm established already. He giving me shit. I'm giving him shit back. We talking shit to each other. You know, normal guy stuff. Respect is built. A rapport is built. I'm working with them. One day we're on the job and the other guy breaks his leg. Now it's me and Bobby that got to work together all the time. So we're working together. We splitting the bill, doing our thing. One day, Bobby says to me, what are you doing on the weekend? Right? Because he heard me on the phone. Like I would put my phone on speaker, talk to some of my friends while I would hang insulation. So I'm laughing and joking on the phone. He hearing the conversation and it sounds exciting. He's like, what do you do? Because he used to call me Buddy a lot. And he's like, Buddy, what do you do? What is it you do outside of the job? I said, I go out on the weekend. Like what we used to do in Canada, we'd go to clubs in Philly. So this one ain't had Bahama Breeze out. So like I go to Bahama Breeze a lot. So I'm like, yo, I'm going to Bahama Breeze tomorrow. My man ain't going. I said, I don't know if I'm going because I ain't got nobody to go with me. Now, I'm from Jersey. Go to Philly. The clubs was nice. You don't go by yourself. I just felt funny going in the club by myself. I looked like a creep if I ain't go with an entourage of people. You know, I couldn't get nobody to go. So I'm like, I ain't going. So this is him. Buddy, take me. You never take your boy. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to take you. He like picked me up at 7. This is a Saturday night. No, in fact, 9. I picked him up at 9. I go to his house. He lives in I can't remember. Was it Audubon or what? I can't remember where he lived. But I go to pick him up and he's staying in these shabby apartments, right? He lived with his parents. Presumable, he lives, he's a foreigner. He don't know anything. He's been in America 5 years, but 5 years of getting on your feet, learning English and stuff like that, the progression is slow. So him staying with his parents, I understand that. I get to the house, right? I pull up. Now, at this time, I had a 5.0 Mustang. It was emerald green, nice, brand new car, loud as complete. I pull up. You hear the mufflers and all of that stuff. It's going crazy. I had the catback exhaust, everything. What's up, Whitney? So next thing you know, I pull up and they see, they're all happy, right? I want you guys to hear this. They're all happy that he's going out. He found a friend in America. He's going out. They didn't know I was a black guy. That's the thing. Now I want you to understand something. What I'm about to tell you, you're gonna say this is racist, but I understood it. And a lot of you guys are my age, you'll understand it too, of their reaction. When I pulled up, it had tinted windows. It was like a hot rod. It was loud. I pull up, driving like normal, going there, the car nice, brand new. They're looking, they're impressed. Wow. I jump out the car and they're trying to grab him and take him back in the house. Now, I'm like 25. He's like 33 years old at this time. Now, you got to remember, in a lot of those Middle Eastern cultures, the father runs the show when you live in his house. And if you live in his house and you've never been married or nothing, he still treats you like a kid. So they rush him in the house. I get up. I'm not paying no attention to him. I'm like, man, that was hot. I'm like, somebody must have made him mad. I knock on the door. Nobody answers. I knock again. Nobody answers. I'm like, I know he's seen me pull up. I knock one more time. When I go to knock, the father opens the door hard as hell. Hey, my son is not coming out. He's not available. See the kid, you see Bobby in the background. It's a 30-something-year-old man, y'all. You see him in the background, like arguing in Arabic. He's arguing or whatever. And he's going back and forth. And he's going. What's up, Sue? He's going, arguing back and forth with his parents. And then he just comes out the house. Now, when I seen him, I didn't look at him the first time. A lot of people that are not from America look at magazines, look at stuff on TV. A lot of the times in the country, the movies and the music they listen to is very dated. When he came out, he knew he was going to a club, like a dance club or whatever. Guess what he had on, y'all? He had on the white suit that John Travolta had from the movie Dance Fever. He had the black collar and the white suit with the big black shoes and the white bell-bottom suit pants. And he came out and he had his thing unbuttoned with all his taco meat out. And he had these fake gold chains that he brought from the gas station at the corner and did a job. All these gold chains. He looked like a straight Guido or something. It was nasty. So he comes out, he comes out, he does like this. He shoots his cuffs. And he's like, and he's standing there and he's moving like this. And he's like, buddy, how do I look? Am I a lady killer or what? He keeps popping his big ass collar. And I'm just staring. I said, now in my mind, I know how it used to be. If you look odd, you can get your ass beat. I say, bro, you can't wear that. Y'all fuck us up. You know what I'm saying? So he like, it's nothing. Come on. I have friends in Philly. They know me. I'm like, man, you got to get dressed, bro. This is all I got. I'm like, all right. So I'm like, yo, you can wear it. Cause when you used to go to these clubs, you have to have a dress code. So, he was in, but then coat. I'm like, man, all right. So I'm thinking, this is me. We're going to go in there. He'll be an interesting conversational piece, like he's a thing. And we'll just sit in the booth, drink a little bit. I won't get on no honeys because I can't with him blowing my vibe. He'll say he went out on a nightclub, then he can go out with some of his friends there next time because he didn't have a vehicle at the time too. So check this out. We going across the bridge. I'm sweating. We going across the Ben Franklin and walk with I can't remember which bridge it was. Going in the center city. I'm sweating. I'm like, oh my God, I got to think quick. How am I going to indoctrinate this guy into club life when he dressed like John Travolta? I'm like, so anyway, we get there. We're in line. Nobody's saying anything. I think because it was kind of dark and people was minding their business. They ain't seen with these bell-bottom pants on. And here's the thing that was blowing my shit. The pants were so tight on his ass and his legs and his thighs. He had big thighs. So when he walked, like the bell was really going back and forth like this. And like he would walk and he would jump up and down. Like, who walk? You don't walk like that at work. What is you doing? Like he had a little bop in his step. And I'm like, yo, this dude is blowing my shit. So when we get in there, they're playing a bunch of music, right? And in fact, I'll tell you something that's interesting. I don't know if you remember on the radio a long time ago, they used to have a song, or it'd be like a break beat between like late nights when they would play rap music. And it would be like, it was Fat Man Scoop. His name was Fat Man Scoop. And he'd be like, breathe in. You ever seen that movie where they danced? The dudes dance, they'd be like, breathe in, breathe out. I'd be like, duh, 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 duh. They filmed that live in that place. I was there. The part where he'd be like, Timberland, Timberland, Fat Man Scoop, Timberland. I was standing right next to him. He had his arm around me and he was singing that and I didn't know. I was on the dance floor with a chick and he was like, what's the time? Brooklyn. And he was saying all this crazy. I'm like, yo. And then I heard on the radio, I'm like, oh yeah, that's the song he sung. I didn't know he Let Me Clear My Throat. That's the song. But he'd be like, let me clear my throat. He'd be like, yeah, if you, something. Yeah. That's the night they did that in Bahama Breeze. I was there. When he was doing all that, he had his arm around me and he was just going. And I'm a part of history. I didn't even know it. But anyway, that's the night. So if y'all ever hear that song, this is when you know Stock Market Steve was there with Fat Man Scoop while he was rapping with a dude with bell bottoms in a John Travolta suit. Ain't that crazy how life worked? So anyway, right? And I know y'all heard this song before. Y'all heard this song. But anyway, what was it? We're in there and we first get there and the ladies is looking nice. The ladies is looking nice, man. We get in there. It's around 9 o'clock. People starting to pile in the next hour, but we go early so we can get us a booth and just chill out, get our drinks or whatever and chill. Now, I don't drink alcohol, so I would have a soda, but I'd put it in the cocktail glass and I would front like it was something. You know what I mean? You can't tell what Coke is under club lights. This dude is drinking everything. Give me vodka. He drinking brown liquor. He drinking white liquor. And I said, hey, Kemosabe, you need to slow down, bro. We just got here. Buddy, take it easy. Calm down. Right? Now, let me describe what he looked like. He had a normal haircut. He had his I ain't got a goatee. I just got separated. But he had a goatee. It was finely cut. This part was a little long. And let me turn my phone down. Sorry about that on the live. I apologize. And I'm sorry about that. It's embarrassing. So he had like a little bit of goatee. He had straight hair. So, I mean, it was cool. He looked like he could still wear the suit. So anyway, right? About 2 hours pass. And I'm sitting over here with this dude. And I'm like, I'm ready to go. But I'm like, nah, this is not a good thing to do to him because he has not experienced this life and he wants to be out here. So let me at least make a good impression. So I said, let's hit the dance floor. He's like, me, buddy? Go out down there? And it's packed. And it's intimidating because you used to look down on this balcony, you would look down on the dance floor. So it was like almost like a Coliseum type setup. So you go out there and you dance and it's packed back to back. I mean, bodies to bodies. mainly women. So me, I'm very confident. I would go down there. Now, I'm not the best dancer, but I can move without looking stupid. You understand what I'm saying? So I go out there and we just walk through the crowd. You walk through the crowd, you see somebody, if the vibe is right, you know what I mean? Most of the time I would walk, somebody would grab me anyway. I'm walking with him. We start going up in there. And as we going up in the crowd, he's like walking behind me and he keep grabbing my arm, like almost like we holding hands. And I'm like, hey, he the only person in there that's a foreigner too. I'm like, take it off me. So as I'm doing this, I said, you know what, man, walk in front of me. Just walk. We're going to walk in the back, play the wall and chill. And just, we on the floor, bobbing, I ain't thinking nothing of it. I just want to make sure he's safe. So listen, we go out there. As we're going out there for a while, right? We get halfway through the floor and we see this tidal wave like spilling off, like something's coming towards us, like as if a shark was in the water and like the ripples of the ocean is going. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Now he's a little bit taller than me. He's like, are they coming over here to us? And I turned around and I looked. When I turned around, it was 4 girls. It was 4 girls. 2 of them was black. One of them was Asian, and the other girl was a white girl, but she was some type of Greek or something, right? And they walked up to me, and he was in front, and then as they came, he got scared. I got in front of him to see what it was. When they came out, they looked me up. They all looked me in my face, and I was like, what's going on? Y'all okay? They did just like this. They looked at me, and then went right past me, and they went to him. I swear for God. They start dancing around this dude. He's like, buddy, is this what it's about? And he's dancing. They're dancing around this man. His outfit was so cool to them. So they must have seen us sitting. They must have thought for him to wear that shit in here, he got to be somebody. So now, Kill Hall, what's happening? They're dancing and he's looking crazy because he's trying to, and they are eating him alive. Woo, woo. Now a circle breaks out. I'm in the cut looking like, damn, they digging him. So I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. I'm happy, nice, everything good. He start dancing. He's doing this thing right here. Oy vey, please. Oh, not that. Not the stay in the Saturday Night Fever. He's doing it. And they're eating it up. They're clapping. Now he's on the ground. He's getting dirt on his suit. He don't give a damn. When he put his feet up like this, I saw the shoes he had on. They was platforms, the black ones. I said, this dude got the whole ensemble on. Newbie Queen, he had the whole suit on and got the nerve to get up and do this thing where he's pointing and humping at the same time, going to spin around and do a full split. I know his nuts hurt. He dropped, boom, I said, oh my God, I grabbed myself, oh shit. When he did that, the crowd went bananas. Hey, the dudes, oh! They start running in there. They grabbing him. They throwing him up. I'm like, yeah, I brought him here. Yeah, he came with me. You know what I mean? I'm eating it alive. I'm like, we going to get lucky tonight. You know what I mean? The money was right. I'm like, yo, we might be able to get a room. And you know what I mean? Kickity way, legs moving up and down. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I'm going to ride this wave. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Bobby. You know what I mean? That's my man, Bobby. Everything's good. Buddy. Ooh, I'm hot, buddy. Let's go have a seat. Girls, will you join us? Will we? 6 chicks come over there where we at. 2 plus the 4. They sitting over there. He's sitting there and they're rubbing on him. They're touching his taco meat. Oh, he's sweaty. It's glistening all off. I'm standing on the side like, okay, I ain't trying to hate, but I'm like, damn, I know I look better than him. I was dressed nice too. Why the honeys ain't on me? I ain't the hating type, but tonight it's a little bit different. 4 of them had the bubble, so you know what it was. I got to get mine. So I'm sitting there, and after a while, I notice he's starting to talk a certain kind of way, like he really the man. Yeah, I'm from Arabia. I'm 3rd generation descendant of something. He started naming some stuff that we know we don't know what he's talking about. And he's saying it with an accent, like, so it makes it look official. And they are going crazy on this dude. All of a sudden, he snaps his finger. The guy come. Now, Bobby make very good money. And sitting in that house with his parents, I know he got money. We get there, he's ordering drinks for the chicks. Buddy, you want something? Nah, I'm good over here. I don't want to drink. I don't deal with that. You know, that's my thing. I got my little soda. I noticed after laughing and joking and him moving around and stuff, they start pushing away from me. I'm like, oh, in the cut, like on the end of the thing, like, I started getting mad. I started drinking my drink like, hold up. I'm the one that brought you here. So they're all on this guy. It was the crazy, it looked like a movie. He ordering drink after drink after drink. Now I got $300 on me, right? Because this is the way it used to be. We'd go to the club. If the chick was fire, she coming back to the crib. If she was all right, we go stash a room somewhere, right? You don't take it to the crib. This is the situation. The bill come. He gets the bill because he ain't never been in the club. He don't know drinks is expensive. They're not like they are in the liquor store when you buy a 2 for beer that he used to drink. Man, that bill was like $340 for like 3 rounds. It was super expensive. And them girls, get whatever you want, girls. He gonna come up to me. Buddy, this bill. We have a problem here, buddy. I said, what? He say, look at the price. I said, I'm gonna pay that shit. You know what I mean? Because we had money. I'm like, pay it. I only brought $40. You brought $40 to a damn club? I mean, he didn't know, but damn. What you thought this was? Give me the $40. Where's the drinks? I have no money. He has no money. We're in the club looking like total douches. You gonna get us some more drinks? It's him. How about this time you buy a drink for me? And he pointed just like that. I swear to God, at about 5 minutes, me and him was the only ones sitting there looking stupid. Now I'm over here. He had all the girls, ain't even try to put none of them on me. Soon as the girls leave, he goes scooting over here next to me. Man, don't sit by me like this. We in a booth sitting close. Sit over there. Anyway, make a long story short, man, we wind up getting out of there. And when we're about to leave, we're going down the steps. We're walking out. What do you mean? We must do this again. Oh my God, we must do this. Did you see the ladies? The ladies were on me. Wait till my cousin hears this in Pakistan. He's not going to believe, because he took pictures with his phone and everything at this time. And I'm like, okay. I'm glad he had a good time, but I was mad I had to kick that money out. But then again, I wasn't having no luck. I wasn't going to use it on nothing anyway. He was going to pay me back. So check it out. As we're going outside, 2 of the chicks come. And they're like, yo, y'all leaving? We leaving too. Where y'all going? They was from Jersey. They was from farther up Jersey, like Blackwood area. So I'm looking, and they like, yo, what's up? It's him. They see my car. They see him getting in the car. They're like, yo, we'll roll with y'all. We'll follow y'all out, because they had a car too. We'll follow y'all out. It's him. Buddy. You know my situation. I cannot take them home. Can we go to your house? I said, okay. Get the girls in the car. I already know I'm getting one of them. They both was all right looking. Zoom. Cross the bridge. Back to Jersey. Get to the house. My house is laid out. It's nice. Very comfy and inviting the women at the time. All of a sudden, we get there. I go upstairs. I'm like, I'm going to bed because it's like 2 in the morning. Now, normally that's the trick. Like I'm going to bed and then, you know, we already partner up with the chicks. So I was like, I'm going upstairs. So I'm thinking girls are like guys. You don't want to be a third wheel. So one of the girls going to come upstairs with me. I'm upstairs for like 30 minutes. And I'm like, nobody came up there. I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like, I crack the door open and I start to walk out. When I start to walk out, I hear a bunch of moaning, hollering, sexual sounds. He down there knocking both of them down. Go figure that. Knocking both of them down. I'm upstairs looking stupid. I'm so mad, I lost money and I ain't getting none. Hell no. I goes in the room. I'm in the fetal position with the pillow on my head while this guy is getting knocked down in my house. That is disrespectful. I wanted to fight. The next morning I wake up, he's gone and got the nerve to leave me a note. Buddy, my parents came and got me. I had a wonderful time. Let's do this again. I never went out with him again. I swear to God, he was a good guy. I never went out with him again. That pissed me off. I went downstairs the next day. Let me say this. He left a dress sock hanging out the side of my love seat. That sofa and love seat, the dress sock was hanging out. You believe that? It was a mess. So that's the first story. But I mean, that was surprising. I thought it was going to be something crazy. It was a crazy night, but I just can't believe he went out there with that suit and they fell for that bullshit. I should have brought me one and one back. But anyway, listen, that's the first story. I'm going to tell y'all, what's up? Sue said what? I'm going to tell y'all this second story. Yeah, you're right, Trista, a double whammy. This is a prison story when I was in prison and I almost died. We're gonna call this story solitary. In 2003, I was in FCI, Federal Correctional Institute, Fort Dix in New Jersey. Right, that's where I was doing my time at. I was about to get paroled to halfway house, so I was in a camp, a low security camp. Pretty good for the most part. We had an east side and a west side. The west side where they sent most of the DC inmates that was, you know, wilding out. And it was DC inmates on our side too. But if you get in trouble, that's the side they send you. That's where the rough is at. So baby girl was happy. So I'm a cook at the time, right? I was right behind the lead. I don't want to say chef, we prisoners, but I was right behind the lead. So we had to cook for like 4,000 people a day in 3 hours. We had to do prep, mixing ingredients, cooking, and serving 3 times a day. So I worked breakfast and lunch. Inmates and stuff would steal out of the chow hall. They all did. And they would steal anything like a tomato, or onion, or whatever. I wasn't really into that. But one day something came up and somebody did a favor for me. I can't remember what the favor was, but he asked me to do him a favor. He's like, yo, can you get me an onion out the chow hall? So I'm like, yeah, you know, they don't check the cooks like that. So I'm like, it's only an onion. I seen people steal a whole 50-pound thing of onion and saran wrap it to their body and come out looking like the Michelin Man and nobody get checked. You can't see this guy got a bulky build. He didn't go in there like that. But anyway, I had an onion. I took the onion, put it in my inside of my pants, right on the side. The day of all days, I come walking out. The warden's right there. I make a quick stop, and the onion falls. I don't even know how to steal right. This is why I don't do it. The onion falls out of my pants, right? When it falls out of my pants, it rolls out. The warden sees it. I try to walk off like nothing ever happened. All you heard was take them. They grab me. They take me to the SHU, segregated housing unit, for punishment. Now, when you go to the SHU, a lot of times they'll investigate your record and be like, yo, why are you in here? What happened? Why'd you do this? You know what I'm saying? So, what's up, Andrea? So, all of a sudden, I'm in there. Now, I'm in there about 4 days. And I'm like, yo, this is kind of cool. It's air conditioned. The barracks where we at ain't. It's an air-conditioned building. I can read, and I can just stay to myself. I ain't got to get up 4 o'clock in the morning. Let me enjoy this time. I can really read, you know. The 4th day, all of this arguing starts going off. You hear people getting, you hear people being brought, and they bring you in manacles, you know what I mean? Shackles and everything. I don't know who this guy was, but he did something crazy on the other side of the 2-part compound, and they brought him over there. They put him in my cell. I was on the top bunk. No. I was on the bottom bunk, and my books were on the top bunk. We go look out the window so you can see. Siobhan X, what's up? All of a sudden, you hear these chains, you hear all this ruffling, you hear this deep ass voice. Oh, F you, ah! I look out the window, little porthole thing. I look out the window, he right there. So they just opened any cell and just threw him in it. So they got these keys that rattle, they call them turnkeys. Stick the key in there, they open the door. When I see that the dude's there, like he not looking at me, I don't want to be nosy. So I go and slide and lay on the bed and act like I'm reading the book. When they bring this man in the thing and take his things off through the door, he's arguing out the window and going crazy. I go to stand up, right? And let him know somebody's in here. Before I could say anything, now, let me describe this guy. He was a black dude. You could see he was locked up for a long time. He had wild ass hair, woolly, big, crazy, nappy ass afro. And this motherfucker was like Terry Crews, big as fuck. I mean, muscle on top of muscle. At the time, I was considered big. I was like 203 pounds last time I weighed myself. But I do like 800 push-ups a day. I was in shape. But compared to this guy was like the size of like a really big linebacker. He was like 6'4", about 260, 265. This guy was made out of cement. When I got up out the bed, I didn't have no shirt on because they take all your stuff off. When I got up, I guess if he seen the way I was built at that time, and he just went in on me. Before I could say anything, I didn't even see it coming. I was looking right at him. He hit me. Bam! When this man hit me, he knocked me unconscious. But when he hit me, I don't remember him hitting me. This is how I know I was knocked unconscious. I just remember a flash. And I hit my head on the middle post of the bed when he knocked me. I was falling, and it brought me back up. When it brought me back up, when I went to leave, this guy had me by the throat. He snatched me. Like, you ever see somebody take this? Man, human beings are strong, man. Did you ever seen, remember when you would have a little kid and you would walk with them and they're tiny like a toddler and you would swing them between their legs by their arms and you just do like this and they'd be laughing like they on a swing? He did me like that, but by my throat. Grown man. I'm a grown man. He grabbed me and flung me up in the air and he slammed me against the door. When he slammed me against the door, I hit my head. I hit my head on that steel door so hard, right? It bust the back of my head. I just felt warm water. I said, this motherfucker bust my head open. He was squeezing my neck so hard. Guys, I'm gonna tell you something. You ever watch TV and they be showing somebody getting choked? You're like, why don't you just punch him or something? For some reason, when you squeeze, if your throat gets grabbed at the right point and they squeeze it hard enough, your arms will not do nothing. You just sitting there. He was squeezing and then he went to yell out the window and like his eyes was red. He was looking through me. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm not thinking nothing because I can see him getting darker. This motherfucker leaned up to look out the window and all I could do was bite him. I beat him right here, like under his eye. I mean, hard as I was worked. And I just held on to him. He's pulling back. He ripped all of this in a horseshoe pattern where that shit just fell down. It looked like pork fat. Like your skin got a lot of fat in it. When it fell down, it looked like pork fat. And blood just flew. This dude dropped me like a sack of bricks. I just fell. I was weak. If he wanted to kill me, he would kill me. But me doing that, it scared him so bad, he just hit the door. Ah! He thought his eye was going. Ah! Ah! He banged on the door. Blah, 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 blah. Now, they was already coming because they were like, yo, they fighting in there. So they was coming back anyway. When they opened the door, he crawled out like this. Blood is just running. I'm standing there. I don't even know. The back of my head's messed up. I got blood coming out my mouth on the sides like a vampire, right? They like, you stay here. Now, I was cool. Like I never got in trouble or anything like that. Like, see me in jail. When you don't get in trouble and stuff, guards know what's what. The guy was belligerent. They brought him in here. Come to find out he was in the wrong cell. He's supposed to be housed by himself, but they just threw him in there because they didn't want to deal with him. So they was at fault. Luckily, I survived that. So I bit the motherfucker. He crawls out. I'm sitting in there. Now I got to get stitches in the back of my head, 3 stitches in the back of my head. And I had a concussion. It took me like 10 days to swallow properly, water or anything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Jeff, I had to do what I had to do. Listen, you never know when you are in a position where your life is flashing before your eyes, what you'll do. There's no such thing as a tough man. This dude was going to kill me. He looked right through me. That was the scariest time of my life ever. It was. I've never seen that. I mean, the way I could feel, listen, he squeezed my throat so hard, I could feel your larynx or whatever getting damaged, getting pressed against the cervicals. I could feel, I'm get the flashback. I could feel it. And I could not breathe. And it was like he was a TV. He was getting darker and darker. And I was like, yeah, that's all I could do. And when I bit him, I held on for dear life. It was about a 3-second ordeal, me biting on him. And when I got up for him and that shit fell out, because it fell out, it slapped. It was like a cut. And then it just tore about this much. And all it was hanging out. That mother got the howling. Ah! I stood up. And I wasn't trying to be no Todd, just stood up and just did like this. I was trying to get my bearings. And they interviewed me. I got no charges. I stayed there another 2 months and went back. I'd never seen that guy again. And I was like, man, for him to be so upset to just attack some random person. I think he did that, though. I think he did that to get out of that cell or just to prove a point because he couldn't fight the guards. So he'll just fight me. In prison, man, people prey on you. It's a different world, a different dynamic. There are people that'll be like, yo, get me out this cell. I'm going to kill this man. And you ain't got nothing to do. You sit there and he'll kill you to prove a point because he ain't going nowhere. Now, this guy was in the camp. Come to find out he was in transition to go to Oklahoma. They messed his paperwork up, so he was forced to stay there. So you got a level 4 inmate in here with level 1 inmates. I'm lucky I survived that. And he was scared of blood. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's that story. And that's why I told my, hey, man, ain't no such thing as a tough dude. I've seen people, you know what I mean? And you know what's funny? It's not fun. Well, yeah, it's gross. After it was over, about an hour later, I'm laying there in the bed and I'm shook. My body, adrenaline, I'm still shaking. Like every time I hear a door, I'm jumping up. One part, because it hit me in the mouth, I'm scared to check and see if I'm hurt. My nose was busted and I had swelling my lip. When I go to do like this in my lip, part of, I guess, hair from his eyelash or his hair in his mouth on his face or whatever, I bit. It was in my mouth. I had to punch his hair, like beard hair or something in my mouth. I pulled it out like, and I just spit it in the sink. I ain't tell nobody. It was gross. But anyway, yeah, that's that story right there. I'm going to tell y'all another story. Y'all want another story? We 43 minutes in. Y'all want another story? Okay. I'm going to tell y'all a dating story. How about that? This story right here, we're going to call Giggles. I told a story before. If y'all haven't seen my other lives, you might want to go back and look at some of my older lives where I started the story time where I would tell like one story at the end. I dated this lady where I said she had a mask on when COVID was on and she was eating the burger through the mask. This was around the time I met her. Now, me, I will date anybody. Long as you bring peace in my life and you're not a craziness. I don't care if you black, green, purple, or yellow. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be happy. So I meet this white lady out here in Houston named Kathy. And she contacts me on the dating app. And I look at her. I was professional, business. One of the top 3 businesses in Houston at the time. You know what I'm saying? Well known, been on TV, You know what I mean? I'm associated with a lot of big names across the country with the profession I do. I got work in magazines to this day. And I'm professional. She's professional. This lady here, I don't want to say what she said. She was a CEO of $1 billion company. Let's put it that way. In fact, she wasn't a CEO. She was a regional coordinator, but like she's in charge of office buildings in like a 4-state, was the Southwest state, but it was in the energy business. This lady was from Norway. She'd been over here. She worked for BP, and then she came over here and was working for Chevron at the time. She had a Norwegian accent, which I thought was odd. You know, I've never seen a Norwegian accent. And she looked like a straight Viking lady. When I say Viking lady, like, you know, she had the blonde hair. And she just had the traits, the sharp features. And she was older than me. She was, at the time, what was this, 3 years ago? I was what, 47, 46? About to turn 47. She was like 53. So me and her get to talking. We exchange phone numbers. What's up, Lillian? And we exchange numbers and we talk. The vibe is cool. We doing FaceTime. I'm laughing, joking, being who I am. She's like, go to my Facebook page. I'm like, I don't have Facebook. I still don't have Facebook. And she's like, go to my Facebook page. So I'm like, I don't have Facebook. So I sign up, make a Facebook page just for this one time. I go look at her Facebook page. This woman had an impressive life resume. She did that Iron Man where they run across the desert, jump in the water, swim across the ocean, get out, do calisthenics, and then get on a bike and go 5,000 miles. She triathlon or whatever the hell it was. She done that a lot and she won. She was one of them adventurous, thrill-seeking people, like the kind that go in that submarine. But it was more of a stress reliever for her. Jumping out of the airplanes and stuff. And I'm like, man, that's pretty cool. I didn't want to do it, but I thought it was cool. So she piqued my interest. She was interesting. Laughing, joking, everything cool. But I noticed something. When I agree to meet her, we go and meet. In fact, y'all know this French restaurant called La Madeleine or Madeline or whatever it's called? They're all over the place now. I can't stand French food, but anyway, she wanted to meet there. So I said, I eat the tomato soup there, so I get that. And we met like 2 in the afternoon on a Thursday. Never forget it. We go meet. She's like, I want to eat outside. I'm like, okay, I hate eating outside. So we go eat outside and we're talking and laughing and all this other stuff, but she's different in person. When she pulled up, because like I didn't really ask her what she did. I mean, I knew she had a professional job because she's taking pictures with dress suits on. So I know she has some type of job. And then she said, you know, she works in a white collar, you know, people don't tell too much about themselves when they have high positions like that. She pulls up in a Range Rover, right? Land Rover or Range Rover, whatever. She pulls up in that. She got the big bubble-eyed glasses on, gets out the car. She got a strut that'll stop time. And she's walking with that scarf stuff on her, like, you know what I mean? Like she in a Liz Claiborne commercial. And I'm like, okay, what do you want with me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, this is a different level. Like, what do you, but a lot of times people that can afford expensive things, they just like me and you, they just don't see themselves as that. Like we like, okay, that scarf for $300, them shoes, $5,000, that dress, $6,000. Like, you know what I'm saying? $20,000 on their wardrobe is nothing to them, and it's like regular clothes. So she's walking and I'm counting. I'm like, okay, she got red bottoms on. She got, what's her name? I'm like, okay, that scarf right there is Gucci. You know what I'm saying? So she comes out, she got this perfume I've never smelled before. I mean, when you smelled it, you could taste it in your mouth. It tasted like candy. That's the crazy thing. She walked up to me and hugged me, and I could smell, the perfume was so good, I could smell it and taste it on my tongue. It tastes like fruit. like fruit salad or something. I said, what is that you got on this phone? She was like, it's called something. She was like, it smells like fruit salad. She said, you can taste it. If you smell it long enough, it'll transfer to your palate. I said, what? What kind of rich people shit is this? I never saw perfume like that. I never saw perfume like that. So anyway, we're sitting there. We're talking, and she keeps laughing every time she talks. Now, I don't know what that was, but she would. I'll give you an example. So did your trip getting over here, was it any traffic or anything? She would answer just like this. No, it wasn't. The fuck? Every time she would talk, she would laugh before and after the sentence. No matter if it was serious or not. And I'm like, ain't no way you make conference call. So anyway, we're sitting there talking, everything cool. And I'm like, oh, she's just a giggly person, a happy person. So I agree to have another date with her. So the next night, Friday night, she's like, yo, let's go out to a movie and all this other stuff, right? Friday comes, about 2 hours before we go out on a date, she decides to cancel. Something came up, I can't go, I'm sorry, I will make it up to you though, Steve, I promise. When she's texting, she has laughing emojis in the beginning of the text and laughing emojis after the text. No matter what it is, she would text me, hey you, giggle emojis in the front, laughing emojis in the back. And I'm like, fuck, this motherfucker too happy. Anyway, make a long story short, she says, I got a dinner engagement with the mayor of Houston. It's going to be a lot of bigwigs there. I want to take you with me. I want you to be my date. And this is for next Friday. This is what she's making up. She's going to make it up to me. And I'm like, damn. She said, it's going to be the press day. You can take pictures and everything else. You'll be with me. She was like, I'll show you something you ain't never seen before. And I'm like, oh, you going to show me? I'm like, yeah, I'm falling for it. All I got to do is make it to Friday so I can go to this gala with her. Yeah. Monday comes, laughing, giggle emojis, bunch of talk. Tuesday, hey, I'm off from work. I said, yeah, I'm off from work too. You want to come over? Yeah. Go over to a house, see the place, immaculate townhouse type spot, right? It's 1/4 of a building. It's in the office, a high rise, right? Her apartment's in the high rise. I guess it was like a 1/4 penthouse you could buy, 1/4 corner of the building, all glass. I go over there, I see this house. Magnificent. She got a bunch of Norse or Norway mythology stuff like mask and memorabilia. Very interesting, very into her culture. Go over there, everything's cool. I'm sitting there with her and we're having lunch. She eats no meat. Now, when we was at the Madeline, she only had bread. And like, it was something like, it was just a meet and greet. So I didn't think nothing about it. I had a little tomato soup, right? So watch this. I noticed there's no meat in her house. And she's making everything. She's like, yo, I'm a cook. You ready? I'm gonna eat. I mean, what she say? I'm a cook. You ready to eat? I said, yeah. I hear a bunch of chopping. I don't hear no oven going, no nothing. Now, let me tell you something. This lady was about 53 years old. She had a 6-pack. She had 2 children that are grown already. And she was in good shape. Now, a lot of times when people be like 53 years old, especially, Caucasian people, sometimes they be like really, really aged. She didn't look like that. I mean, she had a little bit of crow's feet here, but she didn't look like that. And I didn't think nothing about age anyway. We were having fun. So I go over there. When I go over there, guys, this was in the wintertime. I met her too. Let me add that. It was in the wintertime. So it had to be around 10 o'clock in the morning. And it's a pool downstairs. She's like, so I'm sitting there and I'm talking with her. She's laughing and joking, right? She said, Mama Cat, what's up? She says, my normal routine is not sitting here and eating. So she made a salad, but it had strawberries in it and all this stuff. I thought it was good. I'm like, I'm not going to say no. She took the time, 20 minutes cutting stuff, prepare for me. I got to be respectful. I'll eat it. Plus, give it a chance. You might like it. She's very much into health and fitness. Everything is everything. So she's like, I go downstairs and I usually take a morning swim in the pool and I just chill out. I said, it's like 30 degrees outside. She was like, what's wrong with that? She was like, what she say? I swam in Alaska. The Polar Bear Club thing, I've done that. I'm like, what? You jump in the water cold? Guys, we know ain't no men jumping in the water, nothing cold. Hell, you go in the pool in the summertime, you got shrinkage. Don't nobody want to be in no uncompromised position like that. So listen, this is her. I got a bathing suit that'll fit you. Come downstairs with me. I'm like, what? Man, I'm not going outside the cold. She said, listen, it's cold. You jump in that water, the hypothermic or hypobaric something in your body make it to where your body will turn into its own furnace and heat you up. And it'll be just like springtime. It's very exhilarating. This is what a lot of affluential people do. I learned this from Elon Musk, you know, the guy that made Tesla. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, damn, I never heard that. And I'm saying in my head, I'm like, damn, she put me on some new shit. If I learn this, I could tell somebody about it. You know, everybody want to learn something to make them look smart. You know, the dumb shit. I'm like, yo, all right. So she had a brand new bathing suit she had bought. I get the bathing suit and it fits. It's like trunks, you know, like regular trunks, like, you know, the manly stuff. You know, I wasn't wearing those Speedos, you know what I mean? But anyway, I goes out there with her. It's cold. So we go out there, right? I'm thinking we going to the pool on this thing. We going to the pool outside where everybody can look. We go out there. It's a lock on the gate. I got a towel and she had these nice cotton bags. Y'all ever been to the Bellagio in Vegas? They got this thing called the Bellagio robe where they give you this robe and it got fur. It got fur inside it's a hooded shower bathrobe, that wool bathrobe, and it got fur in it. I don't know where she got these from, but they were black. They were like mink almost. I'm like, what are them? Fur coats? She's like, nah, these is bathrobes. And the inside was fur. I'm like, yo, this is fly. I ain't never seen this. I wanted to be like a bum. Can I take one? But anyway, we got these things on. We going downstairs. And I'm like, damn, this is how they do? This is how the rich folk be doing it? So we walking, go all the way down to the bottom, go outside, the wind blowing. I said, it's cold. It's her. Well, you better hurry up and take the dip. She starts jogging, right? Gets to the gate. I'm like, this is not a good idea. I could feel the cold in my toes. I'm flat-footed, so the bones are starting to ache. I said, oh, the gate is locked. I said, thank God, because I'm not feeling this. When that wind got the blowing up under my joint and started touching them, you know what I'm saying, them gonads, that wind, and that shrinkage started happening. Shit, my manhood was the size of a 2-year-old by the time I got to the damn pool gate. I gets over there. It's a lock on the gate. I said, oh, thank God. I said, oh, the gate is locked. Like, now we got to go back upstairs. Oh, don't worry. They gave me my own key. Ow. She unlocked the thing. Chain fall. It was like slow motion. I'm looking. The padlock hit the ground. It was like a deep bellowing sound, like on those movies when it's times of danger or distress. Boom. Falls over in slow motion. I said, damn. There I am in the corner. Got the put up or shut up. She drops the robe. Last one in is something. She said something in Norway. I don't know what it was, so I wasn't praised by the insult. She drops the coat on the ground. I know these coats was expensive. I mean, these robes, I know they're expensive. They heard, she drops it on the ground and takes off running. She got a red, it looked like an Olympic red, you know, like the kind of Olympic swimmers wear, and they got that plastic rubber cap on their head. She had that shit on. She had the hat on, and I didn't see her bathing suit because she was already in her thing. Took it off, and it was a Swiss. It had the white cross, like, you know, Switzerland, the white, I guess that's where she got it from. She ran and dove in that cold ass shit. She bobbing up and down. silly. Don't stand there before you catch the death of cold. Oh, hell no. She can do it. I can do it. Man, we're what you call it? Competitive. I ain't gonna let no girl make me look stupid. As I'm running, I'm trying to look cool and run. You know, brothers be trying to look cool and run. You know, we don't doing like shit at the pool. No, let me say this. I can't swim. That's another thing. Can't swim. I'm looking at the pool. I'm thinking, normal thing. Pool's 5 feet deep. I'm 5'10". I can jump from the side of a pool, get in there. I know kids get in the pool, so the pool is not deep like that. I run like a dumbass. I say something stupid. Let me show you how it's done. I jumped in the air, stupid as hell. There I go, right to the bottom. The shit was 8 feet deep. When you look in a pool, I guess because it wasn't moving, it looked shallow. When she was doing all this kicking and going up, I thought she was playing because I'm like, yo, this motherfucker right here is stupid. That water ain't that deep. She doing like this. I'm thinking she playing around, showing off, trying to impress me. That shit was deep. I wasn't there. Shit. I don't go underwater like that. I don't know how to swim. So when I jump in there, right? Hear me on this. I didn't hold my breath. I thought like I was going to just get in there and land. It's going to splash on me. Come here, girl. Like I'm in R. Kelly's video Fiesta. I want that shit. I forgot to tie the damn thing right here on. The part where you tie it. When I jumped in there and the pants got wet, they got heavy. I went down. I'm going up. And I'm kicking my legs. I don't know. I'm thinking something's grabbing my leg. It's the damn bathing trunk. It's around my leg. You know, I got that net and shit in there. It's on my feet. I'm thinking the creature from the Black Lagoon got me. I come up to the top. I see her and I grab her hard as hell. She pulls me and I'm sitting on the side. I'm like, why you ain't tell me it was so deep? But I'm scared to death. Now I don't want to be in this shit. I ain't even thinking about the cold. Who said I can't breathe? Renita, you know what? Get out of here. You messing up already. You're supposed to be on my side. Listen. After this is over, I go to the end of the pool and I'm trying to look cool, but I'm coughing and I still got fluid in me. And I'm like, so she's talking. It's okay if you can't swim. She's rubbing. I'm like, who can't swim? She like, well, swim from here over there. I said, hey, here we go with this show and prove shit. I said, I'm going to be honest with you. I got a groin injury and I can't kick my legs like that. I think I re-injured it. She fell for it. Oh, really? I'm sorry. Why didn't you say something? You didn't have to get in. I was like, listen, it's no problem. I just want to see you enjoy yourself. Go ahead and do what you do. I was playing it. This her. Yeah, Macho Steve. And you see what the hell happened. I look stupid. You can't front being cool and all this shit. If you ain't got it, don't act like you got it because you look douchey at the end. She's swimming all over. She was like, you know, I was going to try out for the Olympics with that, you know, that dance shit where the women be old and they dance and they put their legs in the air and they do this and they, you know, that dumb shit, that upside down stuff nobody can do. I'm like, you can do that? I'm still coughing. She like, yeah, watch. Just go up, the legs just going all crazy. I'm like, damn. And she's doing it for a long time. She's like, what's the longest you can hold your breath? I said, this motherfucker right here is a stunt woman. Why you keep wanting to see me do stuff? Now, remember I said she was giggling and all that stuff in the beginning? Now she ain't doing that. So I said, listen, go ahead. I'm going to get in the hot tub because there's like a hot tub part, right? So I get in the hot tub part. Now, remember, it's cold as hell out here, but I'm going to be honest with you. She was right. When you stay in that water long enough, if you come out of the water, you cold. Like my face and stuff is cold, but like your body does do something where it thermoregulates heat or something. But I wouldn't stay in there too long. I get in the hot tub part. Now I'm in the hot tub part. It's all gravy. The hot tub part is real cozy. She's swimming back and forth like I ain't even out there. Not talking to me or nothing. So I'm sitting out there chilling. Now I'm looking up into like the part where it surrounds the people where everybody look. All these white neighbors are out there looking down. I said, oh shit, I look like a creep. They think I'm probably creeping on her, like a creepy dude. So I see her looking around, and she's looking, and she jumps up. She sees what's going on. She must have figured it out. She swims over to where I am, and she jumps up, and she says, you know what? They want a show. Let's give them a show. And she kisses me. When she kisses me, I'm like, oh, she's trying to front in front of these people. So she kisses me. I don't have time to react. So I start kissing her, and I open my eye. I see the swimming trunks floating over there. I'm naked. They can see it. I was so messed up. I didn't know I didn't have the shorts on, y'all. That's how messed up I was. The swimming trunks was floating on the water over there. And I'm like, so I grab her and I turn her and I sit her up against me like this. I said, look, my swimming trunks are over there. She's like, what? Why are they over there? Why are you skinny dipping in the pool? I said, I wasn't. When I went down, I didn't tie the things and the weight pulled them off. As she's doing it, here comes somebody with a tour of the facilities. Lady got a suit on. It's a man, a woman, and a little girl. The little girl had to be like 5 or 6. The little girl is walking. I'm hugged up with this white lady that's older than me, naked. And you can hear the lady, it's a very good community here. Your children are safe. All you heard was the little girl, ew! She saw the pants. Who's out there? They're men pants. It's me and this lady. I'm hugged up on her. They gotta be my pants. The lady walks over there. She's like, do you live here? Before I could talk, she was like, he's with me. Why, what's the matter? Now she got one of them expensive parts of the high rise. They ain't gonna say nothing to her. He's like, are those his shorts? She's like, yeah, we trying to get them, but you brought people out of here. She was like, oh my God, stay right there. This will make me laugh about some people. They don't know how to cover up stuff, and them trying to help you embarrasses you more. This lady goes and gets the pool stick, the thing with the net on it. Guys, we got a medical emergency. I'm sorry. Can you guys meet me in the office? The mom and stuff grabs the baby and turns. She's sticking the pool in that thing and they're trying to get the swimming trunks, and the swimming trunks go in there deeper. Start going down. I'm standing there. So next thing you know, she's like, I can't get him. I can't get him. So she winds up getting them and she's pushing them across the pool to me. So as she's pushing, one dude, hey, hurry up. The police are outside. They're coming in. Somebody called the cops on y'all. I don't know why. They did. Now here they come. I look through the cracks of the apartment. I see the police. They're coming. I said, if I get caught with my pants off, not down. If I get caught with my pants down, this is a bad look. People know me. If this makes the papers or anything, I'm finished. She's like, put them on. So as I'm going to go put them on, she's like, okay, hold on. She goes and gets the robe and comes over. She said, you got to get out the pool. Because you know what I'm saying? I don't want the, something. It was weird. So I get out the pool. I swear to God, I had the shribs. I ain't never messed with this girl or nothing. And to be seen naked in front of her under these premises is bad. I jump up, my joint looked like this. It was embarrassing. It looked like a baby, a Audi belly button. I jumped up. I said, it ain't nothing but head. The shaft them gone. I said, oh my God. I got to put these pants on. I puts the pants on. I am embarrassed. I get up. We go upstairs. As we go upstairs, the lady, and I get the apartment lady credit. She met the police. Hey, it was nothing wrong. Why are you here? Who called? And I heard, who called the police? She was like, what y'all call the police for? Like, wait. They ushered me upstairs. I get upstairs. I'm freezing in the elevator. I mean, freezing. Go in the house, she feels embarrassed. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Oh, you poor baby. I'm playing it to a fiddle. I should have used better judgment. Sweetie, I'm period. So she got this shower where you got a shower head over here, but it's like a 8-foot by 8-foot shower. It looked like a bathroom by itself. She's like, I'm gonna put the steam feature on. She put the steam feature in like 30 seconds. It was like smoke all in the thing. I'm like, oh yeah, go in there. And I'm like, okay, I'll be out. I'm sitting in there and it's steamy. So I'm naked. I'm sitting in there. I'm like, this is really nice. I'll probably never be in the shower like this again. Let me just sit here with the water on my back. It feels good. This is what I see. Through the smoke, all you see is somebody going, a dot here, and then a smiley face, and then the circle to make the face whole. What the fuck? She opens the thing and she's butt ass naked. Comes in there with me. You mind if I join you? By this time, it then got warm. So, my man was on take it easy mode. So he just fell out and just, it was where it was supposed to be, lengthwise. I was like, why not? Now my confidence back. So he's coming in there. She's washing my back and stuff, washing her. I'm thinking about the R. Kelly song, Get Up on the Room, where he'd be like, gonna wash my body. She was washing it too. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, we start kissing. Things start heating up. And she said something out of her mouth that made me leave and never come back. I didn't even mess with her. And I'm being honest. I want you ladies to hear this. If you want to scare a man away in the height of about something getting physical about to happen, say this. I'm kissing her. I'm grabbing her. Shorty Red, what up? That's what she says. We kissing. She stops. Touching my mouth like in the movies. Be gentle. My testosterone voice came out. I was hawking over her. I will. I go back in. She stops me again. No hitting or slapping in the face. Okay. I go back in. And no anal. The last guy I was with, he forced himself in there. I shit the bed. Who says that to somebody? Okay. That right there. So we kissed for a little bit and then I stop. Let's lay down and chill for a little bit. Now remember, it's probably around 11:30 in the morning. I set my phone and make the ringtone go off so I can get out of there. She was nice, but that right there is too much. You've been sexually abused. I mean, not abused, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to go behind that. You should have kept that to yourself. What is that? Who says that? I mean, it's bad enough I got embarrassed, but I mean, that right there, that's something no, you don't tell nobody that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes being honest will ruin a relationship. Don't answer questions that people don't ask. So anyway, that was that with her. I mean, a couple phone calls after that, we kind of drifted apart. So is the life of an internet dater at that time. Now, this is the last story. This is about John Wash. And speaking about John Wash, I'm going to show y'all something. I don't have a lot of pictures here, but I do have a picture of my granddad when he came down here 10 years ago. If y'all want to see what he looked like, I'll show it to you. Y'all want to see it? Beth Lewis, what's happening? I see you. This is my granddad. Remember I told you the story where he got mad and was eating crabs and wouldn't share them? This is what my granddad looks like 10 years ago. That's him eating crabs at my brother's house in Houston. Look at all them crabs. He loved them crabs, man. That's John Wash right there. That's my granddad. So now y'all can say y'all saw him. But yeah, this last story, all right, now you know how we do. We over the 1 hour mark. Does anybody want to take a bathroom break before I go in this last story before we get out of here? This is the last story tonight. Y'all want to hear it? Or y'all want to do, you're welcome, Poochie. Or do y'all want to take a bathroom break? I'll give you a couple minutes if you want. We'll take a brief intermission. Anybody want to take a brief intermission? Okay, so y'all ready? Y'all ready? Or Sue Burks, you want to take an intermission real quick? Or you ready for this story? Yo, Sue Burks is like MVP status. You know what I'm saying? I used to do all stock market videos. Sue Burks sent me an email one time and it changed my life. She said, Steve, man, you got a lot of passion, man. Why don't you start doing this type of material? And I am. So my channel blew up because of Sue Burks. Okay, we're going to start this story. Everybody saying go with the story. Obviously, nobody has to pee and they're old like me, so we're going to roll with this thing. All right. When I was young in Camden, New Jersey, Cherry Hill is right next to my city. That's another city, a little township. That's where the mall is, Cherry Hill Mall. When I got 16, got my independence, I could go places without telling people where I was at. Everything was good. I take the bus, me, my cousin, Troy at the time, catch the bus. Our adult thing, our independent thing, we're catching the bus and we're going to the Cherry Hill Mall. We catch buses all the time. One day, we go to catch the bus and the bus driver gets into a fight on the bus with a passenger. And he's laughing. I mean, and people are laughing on the bus. And, we sitting back there like laughing too, but we not like any different than anybody else. We were like the only two kids on there. The bus driver is on with another guy and they're going back from there trading insults. The shit was funny. You know what I'm saying? Other people are laughing. It's full of people. We're in the back, but I guess where he could see, he remembered us as one of the ones that laughed at him. So we get off the bus and the guy's like, you guys can't ride on this bus, my bus no more. And if I catch you, because it's so funny, I said, what are you talking? And I was always taught to be respectful, so I'm not going to talk to no adult crazy. I said, what are you talking about? You know what I'm talking about? You laughed at it. And then my cousin was like, hey, just let it go. I'm like, okay. We don't talk back to him. We just look at him. And he's getting vicious with it. And we just walk in the shopping mall. And it bothered us so much the way he talked to us that we was thinking about it. So like a couple of hours pass. We go out. The bus coming in to take us back to Camden is the same bus driver. When he comes up this time, we were like 20 minutes early. So when we come up, he comes up 20 minutes early. We're out there already. This is when the bus drivers get out and they smoke a cigarette and stuff. So, and they have time, and he's taking his break. So he gets out and he's like, folks, I'm going to take my break real quick. And then he's looking and addressing us all. He sees us. And we got bags and everything. You two MFs, y'all not getting on the bus. And this guy's, he's digging at us. And we just looking. And he's like, he's talking, but like he's getting aggressive, like walking up on us and stuff like that. And I said, you know what? It kicked in my head. My granddad said, if you ever have a problem with a man, you call me and let me deal with him. You know what I'm saying? I went right to that phone booth. I called John Watts. I said, Dad, this man threatened me. He's the bus. Before I got driver out, the phone hung up. First, he asked me where I was at. And I said, yeah. He said, what did you do? I said, I didn't do anything. I said, he's the bus driver. And he hung the phone up. It's probably a 20-minute drive from where they are, where my house was to Cherry Hill Mall. My granddad was there in like 7 minutes. He pulled up. I'll never forget it. He pulled up and he cocked his car on the side. And the way Cherry Hill Mall was, the buses would line up. And then, it was like a little cut-in. They would go in the cut-in. And then facing the mall, it was like the back of the store. So we had like dumpsters back there and stuff like that. So he would turn out and go out back to the parking lot and go back on the freeway. My granddad came up and got right in front of the bus. Like the bus was parked like this in like a little cut-in parking part. My granddad came and parked just like this next to the bus in front of it. The bus driver was on the bus. He walked up. My granddad walked up. He pointed at me. He said, where's he at? I said, that's him right there. In fact, I didn't. My cousin pointed. He was like, here, that's him. Guys, my grandfather is gangster as hell. And I'm going to tell you something. These stories I tell you are 100% authentic and true. He can be scary at times. My granddad walked on that bus. He told us to go to the car. So we started jogging to the car. As we're jogging, I'm looking to the side. He knocked on the side of the door. We're getting in the car and we're looking. He knocked on the side of the door. The dude was sitting on the bus thing, doing his break. He looked. He opened the door. My granddad knocked on the door, calm as can be. Went up on the thing. And before the guy could say something, my grandfather just fired on him. Boom, 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 hit him 3 times. Second time he hit him, he fell forward. I think he was unconscious. He landed on the bus horn. After that third time he hit him when he was like landed on the steering wheel, he hit him in the back of the head. The bus started moving forward. So I don't know if the air brakes was off or he hit a button with his elbow, a drive button, because you know there's buttons on it. The bus started moving forward because you know they don't turn them buses off at the stop. They run to keep the air on for passengers. The bus started moving. My granddad jumped off the bus. The bus went right by us. And we just looked at this bus going by. The man was knocked out on the thing. We could see the man snore. He's going. It went right in there and crashed into a dumpster. It pushed the dumpster into the back of the building. My granddad got in the car. We driving. He never said anything to us. We was looking. People was running. It was smoke coming off the building because the bus hit the building and everything. Yeah. Got on the highway and we never talked about it. We got home. My granddad said, hey, not a word to your grandma. I said, all right. He would do that a lot. He would be in the street and just bust somebody's ass and then be like, you better not tell your grandma. I'm like, all right, I already know. I've never seen anything like that. My granddad was wild, but he was a good man. I mean, he didn't look for trouble. And it's like, yo, because he told me something. I think this is true. He said, if you go looking for trouble, you will lose every fight you have. He said, but if somebody does something to you, God will ride with you because you're doing the right thing. I mean, he religious and stuff, but that holds true. I think your energy is different when somebody does something to you rather than you tentatively trying to go up and stalk somebody without confidence. Your power is different. The way you act is different. Your strength is different. Your drive for victory is different. And I think that's what he said holds true. He might have said it in a strange way, but I believe that. You'll never see me hit somebody first. I mean, I'll smack somebody sometime, but I mean, they have to do something to me to make me be like, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, once you do that, you already expect things to go south anyway, but it take a lot for me to be like that. But yeah, he didn't play. You said it. But damn, we did good tonight. 1 hour and 23 minutes. Did y'all enjoy the live? Did I make it up for y'all? Hope y'all got y'all money's worth. And we got 64 people in there. That's almost a record. Well, if we got any new subscribers in here, I don't know if you're new or not. We got a couple of new subscribers that said, this is what we do on the weekends, guys. We talk and laugh and joke, and it's something outside of what we normally do with the stories I cover. But guys, I'm about to get off of here. I have not eaten all day. I just did a video that I'm finishing editing. It'll be up in 30 minutes. It already went through the YouTube thing. You guys can see that in about 30 minutes. Sue Burtz, I'm going to see you. Francine, I'm going to see you. Poochie, Carolina Rangel, Scorpio Lady. All of y'all, WLJ, my regulars, I appreciate you as always, guys. I will see you tomorrow in the next video. You guys take care. See you.